Hey everyone, it's Christina with Christy Fit 31, and today we're going to be talking about frequency, volume, and intensity. So, frequency is going to be how often you train a muscle group in a week. So, if you hit back and bis twice a week, you have a higher frequency of back and biceps to say chest or legs, depending on how many times you're hitting each specific group per week. Volume is how much work you're doing. So that's going to be your exercises, your sets, your reps. And you can find your total workload per session with exercises, sets, and reps. And then intensity is going to be the difficulty of an exercise, your actual load, or how difficult each set feels personally to you, because everyone's going to have a different intensity level. You can find your training volume by multiplying your sets, reps, and weights. So say you do 3 sets, 10 reps, so 30 times whatever your weight is. So if you do 30 reps times your weight's 10, so 30 times 10 would be 300, would be your total training volume. So you can go as intense as you like. You just want to make sure your recovery is good, your nutrition supports that. A lot of people track just their compound lifts. They're going to track their squat, their bench, their deadlift, and overhead press, and they're not going to track the more blanking here, their accessory movements. So they track just their basic movements and track the weight and load on that, and then their accessory work is not tracked. You definitely want to pick probably 2 options you enjoy and down regulate the third, because you don't want your frequency, your volume, and your intensity to be all too high, because then you can go into overtraining, which is definitely not a good thing. So if you like high volume and intensity, so you like doing a lot of work and a lot of intensity, so doing probably heavier weight, etc., difficulty of the exercise, you might want to do less frequency and maybe only do 3 to 4 days a week, or just 3 days a week. Or you can do more frequency and more intensity and have less volume, so have less things doing. So if you're probably doing more frequency and more intensity, you might be doing just your compound movements. So your leg day might be squat, deadlift, hip thrust, maybe some Bulgarian split squats, and maybe some leg press. Like, you're going to keep it a little bit less volume wise. So you're going to need, so like I said, if you do the high volume intensity, you're going to need less frequency, so you'll need more rest days. So hopefully that helps you with frequency, volume, and intensity. You kind of have to play with it. Each person is different. I like pretty high intensity workouts, and I like a lot of volume, so I like to pick, my leg days can have like 10 different exercises in that. I'll have my squats, I'll have my deadlifts, I'll have my hip thrusts. I like to do Bulgarians and leg presses and step ups, so I tend to keep mine a little bit more in volume, and I definitely like to keep my intensity up. Like, I like to use my heavier weight and keep it intense, so my frequency might be a little bit less, or I might hit legs just twice a week. So I definitely split and make sure I have enough rest days in between. And sometimes I'm only hitting things 3 to 4 days a week. It just depends on the week and the case and how I'm feeling and how I'm recovering. So hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.